time ever. So it's a big night for me.
Off the glove of Bellhorn at second, and safe at first is Kenny Lofton on the error. Now you grew up in Cleveland.
He kind of dodged on Pete Rose.
He did. In the right field, there is Kapler. It's a running start on that one, but Lofton was not tagging up anyway. Now, you've been in politics, obviously. I mean, you managed Bill Clinton.
I'm going to hang out here tonight.
So there's no telling what might happen. And if anybody can come back in the game, it's the Yankees with all that offense. Mirabelli comes back, and he makes the catch. Again, holding the mask in one hand and making the one-handed catch.
You got to love the passion.
Lofton, the runner at first. Derek Lowe. And with Lofton running, the ball ends up bouncing away from Mirabelli. The runner advances. So when you were in college, you wanted to be a sportscaster on regular television?
Regular
a couple hours a night? Or?
10 o'clock Monday night, 10 o'clock Wednesday night, 10 o'clock Thursday night.
Alex Rodriguez draws a walk. 2 men on, 2 men out. Here, he was as good as there was. I mean, almost untouchable. And really, I think his performance throughout the postseason was part of the reason why Red Sox fans were so upset that Pedro Martinez was. The Red Sox trying to get their season going. The runners go. And that is ball 4. So, quite a battle given Timlin there by Posada. He coaxes the walk. And here comes
by Manny Ramirez down in that corner to get out of the inning.
And it was the second run of the game. That ball into center. Damon back again. Still going back. Looks up. It's a grand slam. And look out. The Yankees are coming. 6 on the board for the Yankees. And suddenly, from 9-2 to 9-6. And that is the only hit of this inning. The Red Sox gave 3 base runners with a big lead, and that's why you don't give away base runners when you've got the big lead.
Godzilla just attacked the Red Sox nation.
Timlin has not been able to get the 3rd out either until now. Strike 3. 4 runs for the Yankees, and now the Yankees are thinking about a comeback. 9-6 Boston. Hideki Matsui. Godzilla into the center field bleachers. And it's the first time I'd actually seen the HD at home on a Major League Baseball telecast. It was like being at the ballpark. Gabe Kapler pops up to Tony Clark, and there is 1 away in the Boston 7th. Now let's go to our colleague Sam Ryan.
But it was, yeah, he came over to, oh, get out. Yeah, he had something to say, and along the lines of how pleased with himself he was. I mean, I thought it'll be nothing would give me more satisfaction than just. We've been getting a real tough time from the refs, the umpires tonight. It's unfortunate. Anyway, thank you very much, and hopefully, knock wood, things will come together for us. And thanks for talking to me.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, Ben Affleck. I have the feeling he's a Sox fan. 9-6 Red Sox, top of the 8th coming up. Adams delivers ball 1 to Tony Clark, who has struck out 3 times. Adams, 43 innings pitched with the Blue Jays this year, 3.98 ERA. And Rick, I mean,
the fight and all that. I like what A-Rod said about it. You know, it's been part of baseball for a long time.
Strike 3, the high fastball blows away Tony Clark, who has struck out 4 times in a row. Double-A ball. Who's at the Birmingham Barons. So a walk for Enrique Wilson. I mean, these walks, there were 2 of them plus an error that set the
home plate umpire Hunter Windlestep. Always a good sign for them.
That slider is ripped down the right field line. That ball is in there, base hit. Kepler over to cut it off. Lofton racing for second, and he's in there. His 3rd hit of the game. Wilson over to 3rd base. And now Derek Jeter is the possible tying run of this game. And outside of maybe Mariano Rivera, nobody really had a better year as a closer in the American League than did Keith Folt.
And his manager now, Terry Francona, had a good look at that because Francona was a coach on that Oakland A's staff that Folt pitched for.
Derek Jeter, the hitter. Lofton there, number 12, was at 2nd. Wilson at 3rd. Jeter could tie this game with a home run. Back at Folk. It ricochets back to Mirabelli. The throw to first. It hits Jeter. It rolls down the line. Wilson in to score. Lofton over to third. And no, they're going to call Jeter out. Jeter is called out by the plate umpire Wendelstedt for being inside the line. That makes it a dead ball. Jeter is out, and both runners will have to go back. And now Joe Torre is going to come out to discuss that call with Hunter Wendelstedt. Meanwhile, the Red Sox are going to go out and see if Keith Folk is all right. You get the 3-foot box halfway up the first base line and the rest of the way to the first, and the runner's got to be inside that box.
Right, I was
doing anything with 2 down. That one is into left. It's hanging and right to Manny Ramirez. Hit hard, but into the glove of Ramirez, and Folk. It wasn't easy, but he keeps him off the board. Still 9-6.
Well, I'm a fan.
You're a fan.
I'm not a friend.
David Ortiz, base hit in the right field. Ortiz gets his second consecutive hit. He had a double off the left field wall his last time to knock in a run. Facing Brett Prinz here. 327 with 80 runs batted in for the year. Prinz gets him looking. Outside corner at the knees. Manny has a few words with Hunter Wendelstedt on that one. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commission.
Eckersley, just the 3rd pitcher who pitched the majority of his games in relief to go into the Hall of Fame.
Nomar with a soaring pop-up. Jeter. Number 2. 2 down. Ortiz still at first, and Kevin Millar is coming.
Well, 94 miles an hour there on the outer half of the plate. Mostly a starting pitcher throughout his minor league career. Just seemed like Contreras was going to settle down a little bit. Millar says,
Ortiz breaks to second, and he'll make it. And the wild pitch by Proctor.
Well, I think he's going to take off right away.
3-2 the count. Jeter. And that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-6 Boston. On to the 9th. A-Rod, then Posada and Matsui. Bernie would be up 4th. Last chance for the Yankees. Of course, in those days, you only had 8 teams in the league. Popped up. The new first baseman, David McCarty, has room. And McCarty takes it. 1 away. Who? McCarty.
That's it. Able to do.
Here's Posada. A fly ball. There's Damon. Out number 2. 2 down. He's retired 4 in a row since he entered the game.
Boston's going to need him. They're not going to get to the postseason with just Curt Schilling and Pedro Martinez.
Matsui to Damon. And the ball game is over. The Red Sox take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. Coming from behind yesterday, from way behind to win it, beating Mariano Rivera and then jumping ahead big time early. And then withstanding the Yankees comeback. Folk, who's been slumping lately, with a 5-batter save. And that does it. Still 7.5 back of the Yankees, but feeling a little better about themselves, perhaps. Low, the winner over Contreras. Final score, 9-6, the Red Sox over the Yanks. Now for Rick Sutcliffe, Sam Ryan, and our entire ESPN crew, this is John Miller. Now, SportsCenter next. Good night from Boston.